Welcome students to English language class. So myself Mrs. Karmender. So today we are going to learn about verbs. So children, what are verbs? The verb is king in English. The shortest sentence contains a verb. You can make a one word sentence with the verb. For example, stop. You cannot make a one word sentence with any other type of word. So verbs are sometimes described as action words. This is partly true. Many verbs give the idea of action, of doing something. For example, words like run, fight, do, and work all convey action. A verb always has a subject. In simple terms, therefore, we can say that verbs are words that tell us what a subject does or is. They describe action. For example, Ram plays football. State, Anthony seems kind. Transitive and intransitive verbs. So verbs, they are of two types, that is transitive and intransitive verbs. So transitive verbs. A transitive verb used with the direct object transmits action to an object and may also have an indirect object which indicates to or for whom the action is done. In other words, a transitive verb is a verb that transmits action to an object. So now we talked about object. Objects, now type. We have direct objects. They receive the action of a verb or verbal and frequently follow it. Indirect objects tell for whom, to whom, or to what something is given. Now if I say she gave me a file. So she gave is what? Verb. She gave me a file. Now file is the direct object and me is indirect object. Now objects of preposition. They follow prepositions and are linked by them to the rest of the sentence. Intransitive verbs. An intransitive verb does not take an object. She sleeps too much. So here we do not need any object here. He complains frequently. Now verbs of incomplete predication. The intransitive verb which requires something to make the sense complete is called a verb of incomplete predication. For example, be, become, seem, grow, taste, appear. That which is required to make the sense complete is known as the complement of the verb or the completion of the predicate. For example, the family appears. Complement. What complement is? Complement is a word or phrase that usually come after a be verb, such as am, is, are, was, were, to make the sense complete. Sometimes complement comes after certain verbs such as become, turn, look, appear, feel, etc. They complete the meaning in the sentence. Without it, the meaning is incomplete. Now, complements are of two types, subject complement and object complement. The subject complement is a word or a phrase that follows a linking verb and identifies or describes the subject of a sentence. It adds information to the subject, follows a linking verb, always occur after a linking verb. Now, object complement. An object complement is a word that follows the direct object of a sentence and adds more information about the object. Adds information to the direct object. Follows the direct object, often used with verbs like call, elect, appoint, choose, make, and create. Now verbs. Verbs can be primarily classified into main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are further divided into two, primary auxiliary and modals. Primary auxiliaries are be verbs. Be verbs means is, am, are, was, were. Then two verbs, they are does, do, did. Then we have verbs, they are has, have, had. We have modals, they are can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must. And we have semi-modals, need, dare, used to, ought to. Now what are primary auxiliary verbs? Primary auxiliary verb is verb which is used to express only tense. The primary auxiliaries are be, have and to. They are used in clauses such as I am eating bread, they have eaten bread, you too eat bread. So am, have, do. They are primary auxiliaries. Primary auxiliaries can also work as main verbs. For example, I am happy to see these names included. I have a new life now and new friends. We do things that are controversial. So am, have, do, here they act as main verbs. Now modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verb is a verb which is used to express modality, or modal auxiliary verb is a verb which is used to add some special meanings to the main words of the sentence. Modal auxiliary verb is a verb which is used to express only mood. You study English, that is simple present tense. You should study English, that is advisability. Modal auxiliary verbs cannot work as main verbs and normally appear with the main verb. The full list is will, may, can, must, ought to, shall, might, could, would and should. Now verbs. Verbs are again further divided, that is finite verb and non-finite verb. Non-finite verbs are further divided, that is infinitive, gerund and participle. Now moving to finite verbs. First of all, what finite verbs are? A verb which is limited by the number or the person of its subject and also on the tense of the subject. The form of verb depends on its subject. For example, now see here, they play football. Plural subject, plural verb. So here children, play, number one, it tells us about the tense. What tense it is? Present. Play tells us about the subject. What its number is? Plural. So it itself is in the plural form. So this is what we come to know, a verb which is limited by the number or the person of its subject and also on the tense of the subject, that is finite verbs. Now example, he plays football. Now what we come to know here, he from plays, that is in the present tense. From plays we come to know the subject is singular. So subject singular, verb is singular. You are playing football. She was playing football. Now next, non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs do not change their form even when the person or the number of the subject changes, nor on the tense of the sentence. They want to eat something delicious. So now if we pick up the verb to eat, we will not come to know what tense it is. Either it is, we do not know that it's present, past or future. We don't know about the subject. We not, is it singular or plural. So non-finite verbs do not change their form even when the person or the number of the subject changes. So they want to eat, she wants to eat, he wants to play. So if it is they, then it is to eat. If it is she, singular subject, then also it is to eat. Next, three types of non-finite verbs. So we have three types, that is infinitive, we have participle and we have gerund. So infinitive is the to plus verb, that is the base form of the verb is used here. So John is going to wait outside, to run, to play, to laugh. Participle verb, they does the work of both verb and an adjective, that is verbal adjective. Look at the burning candles. Gerund, they acts as a verb and noun, verbal noun, that is example, painting is my hobby. Thank you and have a nice day.